Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in the challenge for it is $9 a month, and also to get access to our exclusive in-depth strategy video, information and details are in the description below. In the previous video, we looked at a potential plan for everybody looking to buy, hold or sell MMTLP before and after release of the S1 and approval of the S1. So please refer back to the previous video for details of that potential plan. In today's video, I'm also going to be looking at some FUD that has just been come to my attention with regard to MMTLP. So we're going to be addressing that shortly. So before we do that, let's have a quick look at what's going on this week. This is an important week in terms of the economic calendar. So on the screen here, I'm just going to share with you some important dates that you may need to be aware of. So Monday, July 25th, we've got the US Chicago Fed National Activity Index. That's going to be released at 12:30 GMT. Tuesday, July 26th, the US House Price Index is going to be published. Wednesday, July 27th, the US mortgage applications are due at 11 o'clock GMT. And also we have the important thing here to be aware of. The July Fed rate decision is going to be announced at 18 GMT, followed by Jerome Powell's press conference at 6:30 p.m. And certainly that will be very, very interesting. So Thursday, July 28th is also going to be very important with regard to the GDP report, showing obviously important data there, especially also we're going to be look at including US weekly jobless claims. And finally, July 29th, we've got the US PCE price index due also at 12:30 GMT. One other thing I'd like to share is earnings coming up for this week. This is going to be a big week for earnings. On the screen here, you'll see we have some notable companies going to be releasing earnings. These include Coca-Cola, we have Microsoft, Alphabet, Visa, we have Ford, Meta, so a lot of prominent organizations, Roku, Amazon, and I think another one, two interesting ones that we will certainly be keeping an eye on, especially in the Discord, are Apple and Exxon. First thing I'd like to do is give a shout out to the Right Brain Trader. He has an excellent YouTube channel, so head over there, check out his videos. And I was aware of this video he released on the 23rd of July, so I'm going to share that on the screen with you. And this is with regard to some FUD, so that's what today's video is going to be based on. So special thanks to the Right Brain Trader for bringing this also to my attention. So the video was with regard to some YouTubers by the name of Beta Stocks, and also known as Stock Clowns, who were giving some information with regard to MMTLP. So let's just have a quick look at what the videos in question were. So the Stock Clown here has stated two bottom videos on the right. First of all, MMAT just ruined MMTLP stock shareholders. MMT apology, I was downright wrong. So I'm going to dig a little bit deeper in terms of the finer details, and let's see why these two videos have been highlighted for special reasons, especially by the Right Brain Trader, for creating FUD. So having looked at both videos, I'm going to refer to the Alpha Clown as the Alpha Genius. I don't think I want to be derogatory to him, so let's refer to him as the Alpha Genius. So let's have a look at some of the feedback that I've observed and also seen on the screen looking at both videos. So first of all, let's have a shout out to Craig Brown, who also saw the videos, and what Craig has stated here in the comments, he's believed the intention of the dilution is to offer the stock to Nextbridge for other parties who hold stake in Oro Grande. So it's not actually a dilution, instead it's with regard to the assets being only 49% for Nextbridge, and then obviously after that they can make a decision. But the key point I think I want to draw your attention to is number 2 and 3, what Craig is talking about. First of all, no cash dividends will be given. That is correct. So with regard to the Alpha Genius, he was saying, well, there are no cash dividends. So maybe the Alpha Genius needs to understand the difference between special dividend and cash dividends. So cash dividends are normally given by mega cap companies, and obviously this is not a mega cap company. This is obviously a small penny stock, so cash dividends is something that will not be expected, and vast majority of stocks, almost all stocks on OTC, will not give cash dividends. So that's not the same as special dividends, so possibly a little bit of confusion for the genius there. And the other information that I think the genius may have got incorrect, and that was with being a private company, obviously we've got massive advantages. Most accredited investors make all their money in that way pre-IPO, and the reason for this is inform yourself if you are not aware. So he wasn't aware of the state of a private company pre-IPO and the process for this. The next shout out I'd like to give here is to the Terminite Grenade Lee. He's also seen the video and he's pointed out another problem with the Alpha Stock Genius with regard to misunderstanding the stock as a, obviously he may have thought that the stock was a common stock, but what he doesn't realize is the stock is actually a preferred stock, and a preferred stock is not part of an actual, is not representative of being an independent separate company. So again, maybe the Stock Genius may need to reconsider his statements there. The other thing that the Terminite Grenade Lee has said here is they could still sell out to an existing oil company. Definitely true, nobody knows. So with regard to the Alpha Genius, maybe he's referring to some known unknowns that he knows about but we don't know about, so maybe he could share these unknown knowns that he claims are facts. The next shout out I'd like to give is to Pradeep Gautam, who's also pointed out a significant error from the Alpha Stock Genius, and he's also seen the video, and he said here, lol, big misunderstanding from your part, bro. The market cap you're seeing is for MMAT, not MMTLP. So in the video, the Alpha Stock Genius did incorrectly think and state and share and tell the whole world that MMTLP had a market cap. So obviously we're going to clarify whether or not the genius is correct here. So I'm going to share with you on the screen the market cap for Metamaterials. If you have a look at there, this is from Google Finance, 331.93 million. And for the benefit of doubt for Alpha Stock Genius here, look at the market cap for MMTLP preference share. It's 331.93 million. So we're going to play a game. The game is spot the difference. If you cannot spot the difference, or you think it is different, then obviously we might need a little bit of re-education there. But if you still think though these are doctored figures, I'm going to share with you the same figures here from TradingView. Now MMAT market cap 331.925 million there at the bottom, and at the same time MMTLP market cap 331.925 million. So again, the game is spot the difference, and it looks like the Alpha Stock Genius has failed. The next shout out is to David Zandes, and he also had a query with regard to the Alpha Stock Genius. He was talking about obviously the shorts not being able to cover. So he said what David has said here is, do you agree that shorts have to cover on the last day and the last tick of the clock, no matter what the ask price is, question mark. So obviously in my previous video, one thing if you remember what I shared with you here is a response from IBKR. So just for the benefit of doubt for the Alpha Stock Genius here, from the official representative of IBKR by the name of Brian RB. So if he's not sure about this, I can make this image available and this screenshot available. I also have the person who was involved in this call to testify that this is accurate. So this is what Brian has said from IBKR. When you short a company, the shares have to be borrowed from someone that is long. If the company goes private, they would have to buy all the outstanding shares. When this happens, there would be none to borrow. So again, with regard to the Alpha Stock Genius thinking, obviously there is a problem with the shorts covering or not covering. Hopefully he is a little bit more re-educated here. And the next shout out is one thing that we've already covered, but again, D Helms 4382 also spotted the mistake by the Alpha Stock Genius, and he said, look dude, MMTLP is not a stock. You're calling yourself, you know, a stock expert, a stock dog, a stock clown, a beta clown, whatever you want, but MMTLP is not a stock, it's a preference share. The next shout out is to Blair Zebert, and he's also said here, never trust a guy who wears sunglasses indoors. So I did notice that he was wearing sunglasses, so maybe we have to give him some benefit of the doubt when he did the calculation for the market cap for MMTLP. Obviously the calculation was wrong, so I think I have to defend the Alpha Stock Genius because he may have actually keyed in the wrong figures due to the sunglasses, so we'll give him this one. Next shout out with regard to True Blue, and he stated with regard to what everybody in the meta area knows with regard to the assets, the mineral assets, we're only talking about oil here. We're looking at 3.2 billion. I think also the other estimates have also ranged, included 3.7 billion, but we're not going to argue over 500 million here. So you say you're completely ignoring the fact that it's 3.2 billion barrels of oil in the ground. Yes, that is true. It has been confirmed that there is oil in the ground, but what's also in addition to the oil is we have gas, and there is talk in the S1 of additional plays. So obviously these have a value, these have an asset value. However, it does require a buyer, and in terms of the market cap that he was referring to, that is certainly in no way a reflection of the value. The next shout out is to Gary Dixon, and he stated here something that most people should be aware of, especially if you don't want to create FUD, and this is what Gary is saying. He says, make the recommendation after the squeeze, not beforehand. This hurts retail investors and makes it easier for the shorts to cover. Is there something else you want to tell us? So with regard to the Alpha Stock Genius, I don't know if he's working for Citadel or is it Citadel or whatever they're called, but certainly if you're creating fear and what your intention is to make people sell, then that's something that obviously you shouldn't be doing. However, I'm not here to advocate that there is a squeeze. I'm not making a claim that there will be guaranteed to be a squeeze. Nobody knows the future. Nobody times the market. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But one thing that I think I do know is that is not to create fear and not to create FUD. And the final shout outs I'm going to give here, first of all to Astron Kogani and also to Rui Gula and what they've said here. Let's start by having a look at what Astron has said. He said, shame on you, you make people buy this stock and now you make people sell for pennies before a squeeze, sell out the oil. Guess you made some pennies from hedge funds for doing this, unsubscribed. The one I'm going to focus on now is Rui Gula. He said, I put a lot of money in ILS, rub it on that fucking ball you have and say by the time it gets to $2, I don't even have $4. So I wasn't aware that the Alpha Stock Genius was a football player and you had a ball, something to rub on. So if he is a soccer player, it'll be interesting to see if he's using the ball for defense or attack, but that's another matter. But let's see if Rui is saying something that is the truth or not the truth. So if you have a look at the screenshot here from one of their videos, they did say ILS to $2 in 264 hours, and if we have a look at ILS price, I think it's currently trading at 9 cents. So nothing wrong with ILS as a company. I am bullish on the company. I think the long-term potential is great. I think the fundamentals are good. I think the run-up it has had is excellent, but for anybody to say it's going to go to $4 or $2 in 264 hours is a ludicrous claim by anybody. So sorry for your loss here, Rui, but obviously the genius may not be a genius. And finally, if anybody is offended by some of the language in today's video, I would like to apologize for that. We don't normally have that kind of language in the videos, as many people who have been following me will be aware of. So let's move on to finish off now by having a look at the watch list. This is something that's shared with our Discord members exclusively prior to trading. So if you'd like to get a copy of our watch list, which has now been released to the members in advance, you can join the Discord for little as $9 a month, and this will also give you access to the challenge and also take part in live trading discussions, as well as get access to lots of due diligence. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.